Today we will be dealing with 2D plots, and in 2D plots we know that we have an X label and a Y label, and the plot is drawn between X and Y. So let's quickly get started and make a simple plot of it. I am using X in the values in the range of 0.1 to 50, that is 20 values are there in the range of 0.1 to 50, and Y will be the tan value of X. Simply using the plot command, plot round brackets x comma y will give me the plot of this. Now I'll run it, and here it is a plot. Now you can see the plot of this. This gives the tan values of y corresponding to x. So this was the simplest plot of it. Now I want to plot the sine values. I can simply plot the sine values. For cos values, I can plot the cos values. Now you can make the plot with a different marker style, with a different color, and you can use different types of color, different types of marker, color and a marker, color and two markers. Let me show you that. Write the plot x comma y with a single inverted comma, type the marker size. Now there are different type of markers which you can read in the books, that what is a marker and what actually marker does, and what are the types of marker. So I'll quickly plot this, and these are the markers. Now let's go to the color point. So the color was earlier the color was blue, and now it has changed to red. So this way you can change the color, and I have done only written R instead of the marker's name. Now I want to use both markers and colors, then I'll write both, and this is a yellow color, so it is not visible. Let me change it to red, and it will be really visible. So this is the marker and the color change. Okay, so you can use it this way. Now I want to use two markers at a single point of time. You can use also that. So these are the two markers. Lines are specified by dots, and the other marker is used to specify the results. Because it's the green, let me change this to blue. You will be seeing it in a more visible way. So this is the way you can change the marker. You can use two markers, B colon star. So this way you can use two markers in a single plot. Now the next section is I have to use the marker size. I have to change the marker size and also change the line width. So I'll use line width comma 2, that is 2 will be the line width, and marker size is 6. You can pause the video at any point of time and note down these things if you want to. So this is the way the marker size is changed to 6. Now I want to change the marker size to 12. So the marker size is again changed to 12. Now this way you can change the marker size as well as the line width. Now the next thing is, if you want to plot two graphs in the same plot. Now how can you do that? Can we just draw two plots? Yes, you can. So let's go on with creating two plots in the same graph. You have to write the xy label of first, then write the marker and the color which you want to give to the graph, and the second, and then the parameters of the second graph. Now note here that the color of both the graphs should be different. If you want to specify these graphs, if you want these graphs to be different, you should give a different color to both the graphs. Now let's quickly run it. So here are the two graphs. The blue line is giving me the tan values, and this is giving me the sine values, because I used u, x comma u. X is the simple parameter which I have taken around the x-axis. Now if you want to draw three graphs, that is why I have taken the value of v also. If you want to draw three graphs, you can also do that. Let's so the same parameter, the same thing has to be used over and over again. Write the parameters of the first, then second, and then the third, and simply run it. So this way 3 graphs are there. Because it is the yellow, it is not visible. Let me change it to black, red, and it will go. So here it is the 3 lines, that is the magenta, red and blue. So 3 are visible. Because they've given the marker size here, marker, asterisk marker here, so the marker is also visible at this point of time. Now let's quickly go on to the next section, that is subplots. Now if you want to plot 2 or more plots in the same figure, you can also do that. So this is the script of the subplot. You have to define the subplots. What is the subplot you are going to use? Subplot first. This subplot command creates a small area in the plotting section, which you can use as a subplot. Okay, and plot will create the plot which you are in that subplot. Okay, grid will align those subplots so that they may not move toward one another, or they may not hinder the results of one another. So 3, 1, 1 will create one subsection. 3, 1, 2 create second subsection. 3, 1, 2, 3 will create third, and so forth. I have created 5 subsection in this, and let's quickly plot this. So there are 3 are visible here. Because subplot 4 and 5 is not visible in the figure, because the area might be used here is more, and but you can see the 3 subplots, subfigures here. So this way you can draw subfigures also. Now let's go on to the next step. The next step is to use hold on and hold off command. Now what is the function of a hold on and hold off command? These commands make you able to plot multiple plots in the same figure. Now let's use this. Control T. Now this is hold on, plot xy, plot xu, plot xv, and hold off. Let's quickly run it. So these are created in the first subsection. Because I haven't cleared the figure, now let me cross this figure and now run it. So here it is, 3 plots in the same subfigures. You can see that. So this way you can use the hold on command and hold off command. Hold off command will take you back towards the previous work which you were already doing. The next section is formatting the plot. Now this is the plot which you are seeing at this point of time. Maybe I think this plot is not right, because there is no X label, Y label, and no title given in here. So how will you identify that what are the X values, what are the Y values, and what is the title of this graph? So you can add that also. X level will give the value of the X label, Y will give the Y label, and title will give the title of the graph. So this way, values of X is the X label, values of Y is the Y label, and plot of X and Y is the label. Okay, so this way you can add the labels and the title. One more thing which is important in plotting is a legend. Now legend is the thing which is to be plotted so that you can see that what sort of plots these are. So when I draw the legend, so here it is a legend. Here comes the legend in the plot. Now want to change the parameters. As you can see that this was plotted outside the figure. This is because of this thing. This is called PUS, position of the legend. And when you are using it -1, it will be shifted outside. When you are using 1, it will shift to some other place. When I using 2, using 0, it will shift to some other place. Okay, when I'm using 4 or 3, it will shift to some other place. You can use 1, 2, 3, 4 so that you can shift it towards different corners of the plot. This way you can shift the legend of the plot. Now these things are over. Let me simply say that there are some other types of graph which you can also draw. That is a bar graph you can also draw, and this is how your bar graph is drawn. Just write bar and a bar graph has been drawn. Now you want to draw stairs. You can also draw stairs. This is the way you can draw stairs. It's really simple, and you don't just have to write the command and it will do everything for you. You have to stem command, and if you want to draw the polar plot, you can also draw the polar plots. So this is the polar plot of this thing. So simply I just want to convey that in Matlab you can draw any sort of plot, and you can export it to anywhere. Now if you want to export this, you just have to go to edit file, copy figure and paste it in your Word file. This way your figure is pasted. Now the figure size is very big when you're pasting it. Now do you want to post only a small figure, you just have to do a single thing and everything will be done. Resize it to your nominal size. Now this is your nominal size. Go to edit again, copy figure, paste it here, and the size is reduced without any change in the parameters, any change in the colors, any change in the graph dimensions. So this way you can use it. That was all about the 2D graphs. In the next section I will be dealing with the functions, how to draw functions and what are functions. Till then, bye bye, and have a nice day. Thanks for watching, and keep sharing, keep supporting.